Hello YouTube, I am the Kingpin of Cinema, and this is my good buddy QB999.
Hey y'all.
Here to give you our over review of
Planescape.
One of the side magic sets that is out right now is called Planescape. And we were a little wrong in our World Wake review when we said that Wizards of the Coast was running out of a lot of ideas. That's kind of not true because they actually have some really good ideas in these side sets.
They're just running out of ideas for the core sets as far as abilities go and what cards can do.
So, what is Planescape? Well, Planescape is a side game that was created for multiplayer, the multiplayer experience.
You can play one-on-one using this set, but it's better multiplayer.
It was created for the sole purpose for multiplayer games. Well, how does it work? Well, it works with these cards.
These big oversized cards.
These humongous cards. And what they are is that since in the game you're essentially a planeswalker, you as the player. Well, you're playing on different worlds. And that's what these are. You basically go to a world and it has an overall effect that affects every player.
And it affects the overall game.
Yeah, so this changes everything in a multiplayer game. Some of these cards will have, like, all creatures have -5/-0.
Well, every card, first off, every card has two abilities. One that's always active.
Yeah, that's the world ability.
And then another ability that can be affected by the roll of a die that comes with the set.
Yeah, each pack comes with a 6-sided die, and there's two symbols. There's the Planeswalk ability and the Chaos ability. If you get the Chaos ability, an ability goes off that most of the time will benefit you. Like there's one world where you get an extra turn if you get the Chaos ability. But there's a whole bunch of them.
The abilities are very varied. Some of them are new, some of them are redone, are abilities that you've seen before in other cards. Like there's a land that lets you do the same thing that Incremental Blight does.
Yeah, that's when you get the Chaos symbol. Its world effect is that all creatures in play have Wither, which is another creature from Shadowmoor does.
Yeah, so another good thing that they were able to do was each land kind of the abilities on the land best represent the overall tone of that set. Yeah,
so like from you go to the Boiler Works on Ravnica. So when you're there, all your spells, all opponents' sorceries and instances
have
replicate. So there's some that are like really, really good, and then there's some that just really screw over all the players.
There's ones that make you take damage at the beginning of your upkeep. Incrementally, it'll start off with 1 damage, then 2 the next person, then 3 for the next person. Same thing with mill. There's a land that makes you mill 10 cards at the beginning of your upkeep. So some of these cards can make the game go really fast or make it last forever.
Yeah, it adds a lot more strategy to it with the decks that you're using.
Overall, it's just really fun. It adds a new element to the game. It makes it just a lot of fun because you'll be winning, and either you or your opponent will do something that completely switches around, and you're just like, fuck!
Yeah.
You finally whittle your opponent down to 1 life, then he rolls the dice, gets a Chaos symbol, his life is back up to 20.
Yeah. One of my favorite worlds is actually Sarah's Plane. When you planeswalk away from it,
everything's destroyed but lands.
Yeah. But we kind of didn't go into... Essentially, you get a deck of these world cards. There's 4 packs out. Each one comes with about, I think, 10 to 15.
It comes with 10 of these cards and a pre-constructed deck, which are also really good.
Yeah, the pre-construct decks are better than any pre-con deck that's out there. For one, you get 8 rares.
You get a lot of rares, and they're good ones, too.
Yeah, the best pre-con deck that you get out of this set is Zombie Empire, because you get Death Baron, you get 2 Undead War Chiefs, you get Great Pact.
It's really good if you're into zombies.
Well,
and there's also an artifact deck you can get. There's a
red-green elemental, and then there's a white-red...
kind of a Boros deck. It's all about blitzing and overcoming your opponent.
Yeah, it's a white-red blitz deck. So, really, when it comes down to it, I really hope that they come back to this Planescape, and I really hope that they end up bringing this into the core blocks.
Yeah. Because
this is more exciting than World Wake and Zendikar.
The overall aspect we think is that these new side sets that they're doing a lot of right now we're more excited about these than we are about the actual core sets that they're bringing out now.
They got another one coming out, which is...
Arch Enemy. We think it's going to be like this, but the overall aspect of it is going to be...
One player is going to have cards like these that only affect him, and all the players have to work against him.
As far as the use of oversized cards like these, I'm not sure. I think from what I've read on the site, they will be using this stuff. Do they hinder your opponents, or do they help you? I don't know what they are. We'll have to wait and see.
It'll probably be a little bit of both, but I'm excited for it. I think that one comes out in June or July.
And there's just a bunch of other small sets that they have coming out. Phyrexia versus the Coalition.
Yeah, but I think that's more on the lines of, like...
A dual pack?
Yeah, like, Liliana versus Garruk. But, hey, if they, like, have some original cards in it, say, like, finally doing Urza as a Planeswalker, then I'm totally down for buying it. Take note, Wizards. Make Urza a Planeswalker card. God knows we've been wanting that forever.
Well, still, we highly recommend this set. It's fun. It makes the game new and interesting. It brings in a whole new aspect to it.
You and your friends will enjoy it. I guarantee it. Unless you're a loser and play Yu-Gi-Oh!, then you have no purpose watching this video. So
you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. That's all we have time for, and...
Oh, but a quick note. Why the hell's that demon from Worldwake worth $30 fucking?
Yeah,
why?
The Abyssal Prosecutor. And for everyone that doesn't know what he is, when he's out in play, you can't win the game and your opponents can't lose the game.
I'm sure there's someone out there that's saying, yes, that's really cheap, but $25 for that card, no thank you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be worth that much.
Alright. So thank you for listening to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed this Magic review as much as you enjoyed our Worldwake one.
And tune in next time, and we'll have more bitching about Magic sets. So,
all right, thank you for listening.